So speaking of different news here, you got Ron DeSantis back in the mix, folks. I mean, this guy is an American national treasure at this point. Ron DeSantis, the Florida governor, has issued and released a new campaign ad Monday evening, mirroring the new movie Top Gun Maverick. I freaking love this. I only watched like 10 seconds of it, and I immediately was like, I got to do this when I get off work. I got to talk about this to all the true American patriots that follow the Bald Brad Show, because you're all going to love it. One, if you haven't seen just the movie Top Gun, the original, and even furthermore, the follow-up, the sequel called Maverick, phenomenal, pro-American films, doesn't push this LGBTQ stuff in your face, which is another great reason why he's using it to kind of push his campaign ad. So the ad posted online by First Lady Casey DeSantis, lovely woman, by the way. I believe she's a cancer survivor too, which is amazing. Strong woman, just a strong woman, strong man, wombo combo couple, a true American couple, folks. I mean, the DeSantises are the family and should be the family in the White House. Features DeSantis taking on the corporate media and fighting back during exchanges that he has had with reporters while serving as the state's governor. We gotta hop in and just watch this because it's too good to pass up. Let's go ahead and watch, folks. Top Gov.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your governor speaking.
Today's training evolution, dogfighting, taking on the corporate media.
The rules of engagement are as follows. Number 1, don't fire unless fired upon, but when they fire, you fire back with overwhelming force. Does it say that in the bill? I'm asking you to tell me what's in the bill. Number 2, never ever back down from a fight.
If I could complete the question, though.
So you're going to give a speech or ask a question? Number 3, don't accept their narrative. It's wrong. It's a fake narrative. I just disabused you of the narrative, and you don't care about the facts. It's why people don't trust people like you, because you peddle false narratives. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's turn up.
There you go, folks. If you live in Florida, you got to text FIGHTER to 512345. The guy, like I said, is a national treasure, true American hero, and a badass, folks. I mean, the guy's doing yeoman's work over there in Florida. Easily the best governor in the entire United States. By far, there's nobody that compares to this guy. Okay, Greg Abbott's trying to do his work in Texas. Doug Ducey's trying to do his work in Arizona. Not even in the same realm as what Ron DeSantis is doing. This guy has completely changed Florida for the better. And you know what? After Joe Biden's done, we need him to change America for the better after all the destruction the Democrat Party has done through whether that's the executive branch, the legislative, or the judicial, because they have all three right now and they are running this country into the ground. You don't have to look any further than our southern border and what they're doing. It's crazy. You don't have to look any further than Los Angeles and what Newsom is doing. You don't have to look any further than New York City with what Eric Adams is doing. All blue ran, Chicago, Lori Lightfoot. I mean, you name the blue city, they're driving it into the ground, and you can't blame conservatives or Republicans for it because they've been running the show for quite some time. In fact, some of them decades. So they're going to sit there and still try, like Eric Adams. You have Bowser in Washington, D.C. trying to blame Republicans for everything. Not going to fly because you guys are running the show and you're running into the ground for that matter. So Ron DeSantis is gearing up with these campaign ads. There is rumors out there that he's going to have some contention and it's going to be close. I don't believe it one bit. There's no way. I mean, Florida would have to really just do a head-spinning maneuver for him not to get reelected. I'm hearing rumors from one of the fellows on the Bald Brad Show. He's a subscriber, and forgive me for not remembering your name, but you left a comment a while ago and you mentioned, hey, we're not expecting Ron DeSantis to run in 2024 because rumor is that he wants to finish his last round as governor after this campaign and probably getting reelected, and then after running the 2028 election. There's some fears here within the Republican Party, as well as us conservatives, is that if Trump runs in 2024 and if DeSantis does in fact want to run in 2024 as well, is that they're both going to sit there and go at each other. And we can't have that. We can't have a fractured party with them too, especially two dominant candidates that we really love and like. A lot of people obviously love Trump, but a lot of people really love DeSantis, and we need him in 2028. We can't have Donald Trump do his bullish work and go after Ron DeSantis because that's just going to come back later on. And you want to be able to work with Ron during your presidency as well. That's kind of an issue that we've had with Ted Cruz and others, where Trump in the 2016 election was going after Ted Cruz. He went after his wife. He went after other people. I get it. And I'm kind of all for that type of bullish tactic, but it does fracture the party and it does hurt in some way, shape, or form when you're going after your own people like that. You can't be going after my boy Ron DeSantis, Trump. I love you, buddy, but you can't be doing that with this great man. He's done a lot of good things. I can't really think of one bad thing off the top of my head that DeSantis has done. That's the problem, right? For Democrats, the guy's done so many good things. What are they going to hit him with? I mean, he's doing yeoman's work in Florida. There's people flocking left and right to Florida. Ain't nobody going to California. Newsom was like, oh, everybody's coming from Florida to California. How many of you in California, I'm here as well, I live in California, seen a Florida license plate? I guarantee you if I spent a freaking day in Florida, I'd probably see a California license plate. That's what Ron said. I'll believe him because I see picture after picture of people fleeing all over from Chicago to Florida, New York City to Florida, Washington, D.C. to Florida, Portland to Florida. I mean, city after city, Sacramento to Florida, Los Angeles to Florida. I mean, it's leftist cities all going to Florida because of the way he runs things. And it's not just Republican conservatives fleeing. It's literally Democrats fleeing their own areas because they're ran so poorly by other Democrats. I love what Ron is doing here. And also another thing about this ad, not to kind of, what is it? Dig create a, what is it? An ant out of a molehill or something like that. Not to make like a small ad, something way big. But what I love on how they did this was they took Top Gun. They took an American film that wasn't LGBTQ, wasn't all this stuff, pure Americana, and turned it into something great. And what I love about that is that kids of all ages, as well as adults, are reaching, or he's reaching, not just those from the 80s and the 70s that love Top Gun, but he's also reaching the newer generation that loves Top Gun Maverick. So it's actually a really smart PR move. And I believe Ron DeSantis was in the military. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But look, it's a great ran ad. He's done nothing but great stuff. And it shows how tough he is. It shows how tough he's been on the media and how tough he's been on the Democrat Party. Doing awesome things over there. I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Bald Brad Show. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all our future content.